Sounds like you're having a massive orgy with Bryant there.
You know he likes to masturbate when the pod's on.
Yes, I know that.
Yeah, I can see you playing with stress footy. You can stop.
What was that? I didn't, just de-stressing myself. Yeah.
I need to actually, because I won again and they haven't sent me a message.
Yeah, but I don't think you win because they clearly said from a previous winner. So I don't think they will
I sent
give
them
it to again.
Am I eligible to win again? And they said, yeah, we'll cap it at 2 per person.
Really?
Yeah.
I would love it if you won again. They send it to you again. You don't get a stress footy yet again.
No footy.
Might actually contact them and ask for that.
I'm going to ask them now. I haven't heard back.
Can I please have a stress footy?
I'm just gonna message them and say you've been cheating. So do not send it to this person. He is a cheat.
I reckon I should just send them a message saying, look, I do a podcast with a couple of mates. One actually won one of your promos. Two of them won promos. One of them's filthy. He didn't get a stress footy, and it's hilarious to wind him up on the podcast about it. Can you just send me a stress footy so we can...
Enraging.
Or, you could just enter and actually win. Although, that's probably too hard.
I sent them a message. Let's see if they actually respond to me.
Right. Hello,
Unofficial
everybody. How is everyone's
sponsor.
punting week?
I got the blue bet hat. For those of us who actually win, who actually have many bets, get to wear a blue bet hat. For those of us who don't know how to pick a winner at the horses, even though he seems to think he's a horse racing expert, hatless. So,
I was tilted with Saturday. I was so tilted.
yeah, well, I'm pretty good at picking losers. So I quite like some of my multis. One paying 4.4 million to one.
Where do we start?
Where do we start?
Stress footy.
Stress footy.
Oh, look at that. Look at all the fun we could be having with that.
Well, I got a
stress footy.
first ball, but it's no stress footy.
Yep. That's what's holding you back.
Hold on. I've actually got a stress footy around the house. Let me go
Doesn't
and get
count.
it.
No, it's not worth it.
It's not a blue
It's
bet
not
one,
worth
but
it.
it's not worth
Doesn't
it.
count.
Okay. All right.
Only winners.
So where do we start?
Where do we start? What happened last week?
James?
You won a multi. I won a multi that barely paid anything thanks to being a void. Now I dropped my stress footy. It's stressful.
You should have reloaded all up on Taylor Adams. He did. He had
the odds were like $1.20 something when I bet, and then they moved it into $1.14. So
okay, fair enough.
Dodgy as shit.
Seems standard. So.
All right, are we going to go through all the bets, or? Are we not?
Yep.
Not from last week. We don't have time.
All right.
Because the amount of time it's going to take to go through this week's bets.
Well, let's have a quick. So you two both won multis. I lost, obviously. Pretty standard. Let's be honest. Let's start with what's the balances?
Whatever was in the thing.
So where do they stand?
Influence.
All right. Well, it is. Scrolling. Well, even going through this shit, there's so many fucking bets in there. It's hard to find.
I found it. So James is 238.45 in front for a balance of 438.45. Marcus is down 89.18 for a balance of 110.82. And
you left out that my bankroll is plus stress footy.
Very good. And I'm down 123.25 for a balance of 76.75.
I guess they just watch the pod and they know that's why they haven't given you a stress footy.
I mean,
yeah.
Only winners get them.
I don't know.
Alrighty.
It's a scientific fact that only winners were given the footy. So
You know what? Maybe I'm gonna represent Betfair until Bluebet give me a fucking stress footy. So, there we go. That's what's happening.
Alrighty. Right.
they haven't given you a stress footy either because
Betfair gave me
they know you're a loser.
Right. Let's get on to the
no
bets.
footy.
no gamble on the exchange.
Let's get on to the bets.
Gamble
How
on
about we go
Bluebet.
that?
They give winners stress footies
All right. Do we want to get onto the bets?
if you want.
All right. We'll get this moving. So I have taken a $1 bet, a multi of every away team this round in the AFL to win the coin toss. I don't know what that's
You had
paying,
another bet that's annoying as fuck to place.
but it's a fantastic
Like I
bet.
literally feel like you two just went out of your way to just be pains in the asses about how difficult can we be. I mean, I literally wasted over an hour on just placing these shitty bets. That's what I'm saying. That's it. That's fine.
It was for image purposes. That
Yeah.
was
No more than 5 bets next week then.
All right, that's fair enough.
no more than 5 bets.
Yeah.
What, on top of the bonus bets then?
Yeah.
Okay. Can do
All
it.
right.
I can do it.
I've got a multi for GWS to win by 1-39. Toby Green to be anytime goal scorer. Toby Green also get 15 plus disposals. Jack Riccardi to be anytime goal scorer. And I reckon Jeremy Cameron will kick 2 or more goals. So I reckon that's pretty good. I've also got.
Form you reckon, Jeremy Cameron?
I reckon.
No, I just placed a bet like moments before that had that in there, so he copied basically.
Yeah, pretty much. No, I just think.
I feel like you copied all of my bullshit when I did random horse races. You decided you have to have a bet on all of the races as well.
He bet on races that 1, there is no race, and then 2, there were multiple where there was no horse with that number. But he clearly did the form.
Yeah, I did the form. So I've got another multi where I've taken Sydney 1-39, Sam Reid to kick a goal, Papley to kick 2 or more goals, and Papley to get 15 touches or more. So if somehow Sydney actually get up, it'll be quite handy for us. Whether that actually happens or not is another thing, to be honest. Right, then I've taken a whole bunch of bets at Benalla and Newcastle, just some 50-cent singles.
I mean, can we just go back to the fact that you have Sam Reid to kick a goal in your multi?
Yeah. What about that?
It's just embarrassing.
I mean, he'll kick a goal. That's only Sydney have to.
To get 15 disposals, which is pretty ambitious, I would say.
So
not as ambitious as Sam Reid to kick a goal.
I mean,
anyway.
Sam Reid to get 5 possessions would be an ambitious bet.
Sam Reid to kick a behinds are probably a pretty good bet.
Yeah.
No, even then, that's a bit of a struggle.
Yeah.
This is why we need to contact these bookmakers and ask them to find behind scorer into the multis.
Yeah, we can put that up next time. So I've taken a whole bunch of single bets at Benalla and Newcastle racing tomorrow. Who knows what? I'm sure throughout the day, James can actually tell me what I've actually bet on. Because
as I said, I won't be.
Okay, you can tell me if something wins or not, which will be amusing. If you've got the time, which you probably won't, to be honest.
So there we go. If you bet on things that don't exist, that's your own fault.
Yeah, that's true. That's not too bad. So they're my bets. Andrew, what are you on?
That's it.
Yeah, well, he's not going to go through 18 or 6.
I won't bother going through 16
random
different
horses that he doesn't even know, and he doesn't know which ones aren't running and which races don't even exist.
More than that, but there you go.
I'll keep it.
All right, so I have a lot of bets this week because I decided I wanted to go full degen mode in order to ensure that we don't get promo banned. What we've been doing recently is promo bets and bonus bets, and we're actually in front. And you know what these bookies are like.
I don't think 10-cent bets are going to really make much of a dent.
I kind of feel like they will because we'll look quite
50 cent single race bets look pretty retarded as well, to be honest. So They look pretty degenerate.
10-cent 5-to-1 soccer matches of who the fuck knows what league that is.
They're
Is
friends.
probably friendlies and not just like some big name friendly, some fucking
Yeah, that's the point. That's not a sharp better. That's some degenerate. That's the point.
So,
All right, so I'll start with the proper bets, the bonus bet multis.
Oh, I thought you meant the 10-cent bets when you say proper bets.
Oh, you reckon? Yeah, I mean, we'll come back to that.
You don't think Sutton Coldfield Town is a proper bet?
I'll get to the explanations of this. Get there, okay? But I spent all day doing the form, okay, for all of these things. So it's quite important.
so James, if you think you spent long
what league do they
actually
play in?
putting...
Hang on, what league do they play in?
We'll get to it. I'm talking about the other one first.
James, if you think you spent long putting his bets on, he's probably spent 3 times as long actually doing the form.
No, he didn't. He just clicked through the fucking thing. Clicked soccer and then just clicked the teams.
You think that's what I did? Okay, that's a bit insulting, but okay.
Well,
well, I mean,
sometimes the truth hurts.
There's nothing better to do at the moment, considering we're still in lockdown.
doing the form of non-league European friendlies is profitable. Okay, so there you go. Bonus bet multi.
What I find surprising is you can actually attend that game.
You can attend the game, of course.
Well, you should have known that because you did the form.
Of course you can. I was watching it last week, and it was clearly a scout on the halfway line yelling abuse to the number 9. It was a bit ridiculous.
£5 entry.
Yeah, I reckon he might have.
If you're a concession, you get £2.
Stuck his way in. He seemed like a bit of a dodgy character to me.
The funniest thing is if you go to Sutton Coldfield Town's homepage, they have a picture of their fans cheering, and it's literally like 10 people just standing there.
Yeah, well, they're allowed to cheer, right?
Yeah, I know, but it's just such a small crowd.
150 years they're going to be Premier League.
Well, they've been in the league. They've been playing since 1898, so they should be getting close now.
They're on their way. They're building. I mean,
Sorry, 1879 they were founded.
So that means 10 years they should get to the Premier League.
150 years. Like, you got to give it a bit of time. You can't rush these things. I'd say 150 years, and it'll be.
They couldn't even win when they were competing in the Birmingham Alliance in the 1930s.
Yeah, but this is 1930s. Things have gotten better. They're a well-run club.
I actually don't think they have. I think the team's probably got smaller since the 1930s.
Yeah, I think you're a bit too negative, to be honest.
Just a realist.
They're going places, and we'll talk about it next week when this
moving on.
Look, in 2011, they won the Birmingham Senior Cup.
That's really impressive.
Which everyone follows.
Oh, God.
Although their coach, after 12 years, resigned the next year, so.
Oh,
Well, there you go.
But then they got promotion.
It's getting bored of the talk.
It's like you don't even care about the 2011 Birmingham Senior Cup.
Thought out bet, and you're just ridiculing it. It's ridiculous. All right, let's actually talk about, because I was going to come to that. Let's talk about the bonus bet multis. So for the first multi, I've gone to the US Open Tennis, which starts tonight as of the time we're filming this.
So yesterday, and it's already over by the time you're watching this.
Yeah, so you'll know by the time you're watching this how good a gambler I am. Just putting that out there. I've got Angelique Kerber to beat.
We already know how good you are because the Stress Footy told us. Or lack thereof.
Yeah, Angie Kerber $1.57 is, in my opinion, quite a good price given Tomljanovic is not actually any good at tennis. Rebecca Peterson, 208 to beat Kirsten Flipkins. Smash will be on Flipkins' racket though, but she's very erratic. So underdog, good enough to take. And then the last one, Layla Fernandez, $1.82 to beat Vera Zvonareva. Layla Fernandez being a young 17-year-old, Vera Zvonareva being late 30s or something, making a comeback. $1.82 is a pretty good price for the younger legs, and she's an up-and-coming player, so I quite like that one. So that's the first multi. That's paying about $6.
Wait until you hear how much it is to sponsor one of the players from Sutton Coldfield Town.
What's that?
Take a guess. How much do you think it is to sponsor one of the players from Sutton Coldfield Town?
$20?
It's £75.
£75. Jesus.
Yeah.
It's actually quite expensive.
Well, you get your name in the program, so it's value for money.
Like, to me, it sounds like they've got less fans than players. So,
Probably.
I mean, that's quite a lot. Maybe some mental case is going to sponsor every single player.
Yeah.
Maybe. Next bonus bet multi, we have gone to the NBA playoffs. I've taken the overs.
You get a photo if you're a sponsored player, though.
That's pretty cool.
You can even sponsor the manager.
I reckon we should sponsor an entire team and every single player. I reckon that's something we should do. But coming back to this bonus bet multi NBA, I've taken the overs in the NBA for the Miami Heat Milwaukee Bucks game over 222.5, over 226.5 Houston at OKC, and over 215.5 Celtics and the Raptors. The reason is I saw someone on Twitter saying overs has been hitting a lot recently in the NBA, and I was like, yep, okay, let's do it. That's pretty sharp stuff, in my opinion.
I think it is good.
Yeah.
Good idea.
I mean, Marcus agrees. Might have been Marcus posting it on Twitter. It seems like
Probably was.
And now we've gone to the AFL. Something I actually thought about. Hawthorn $1.39 to beat team that has won 0 matches all season. Seems good enough to me. West Coast $1.31 to beat that joke team that wears red and black. Richmond to beat Fremantle $1.14, but pretty skinny, but it's Richmond and they're playing Fremantle. I've taken Sydney at the line of plus 16.5 against Melbourne because I still think Melbourne are a little bit iffy, a little bit. I don't think you can trust Melbourne enough to take it to cover a 16.5 point line. And then I've taken the Giants at $1.57 to beat Carlton. I think it's coming to the end of the season. They're just getting their shit together and they're just going to win. They're better than Carlton. I'll make sure they get it done. And so that multi is paying about $6 as well. So those are my bonus bet multis. And then the degeneracy starts. So I've got a $5 same game multi NBA. Got the Bucks to win over 240.5 points. And then Giannis Antetokounmpo. I can't say the guy's name, the Greek freak.
Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, whatever it is. Over 35.5 points. So lots of points. He's going to crush it and they're going to win. And because they've got the pro, I'm assuming we get the promo. If two of the 3 legs get up, you get a bonus bet. So seems reasonable to me. Then we've gone another $5 same game multi. Houston Rockets to win. James Harden to score the first bucket of the day. Highly degenerate leg. And then James Harden over 32.5 points. Another $5 same game multi. Well thought out this one. Celtics to win. 1 to 10. Celtics plus 1.5 at the line. Very well thought out. Another $5 same game multi. This also very well thought out. Jazz to win. Jazz minus 1.5 points. and Jazz halftime full time. And then we have gone to the Wednesday races at Bendigo. Now, I don't know if you place this because this is paying 4 million to 1. I don't know what you've done.
I
here.
did.
How much did you put on it? $1.
Yeah.
So it's potentially to win $4 million. More likely it's to win.
Actually, you can only win 1 million. So regardless of what happens.
The max win is 1 million, is it?
Yeah.
So I'll go through the horses. I've got horse 1 in the first race, Ain't No Deal Done. And in race 2, we've got horse number 3, Protection Money. In the third race, number 5, Snapper. In the fourth race, number 11, Namibia. Next race, number 4, Blondo. Then number 8, Bacchus. And then number 11, Mozzie Monster. And then in the last, we've taken a $21 shot, number 6, Ring of Honor.
I reckon there's one leg in there that's definitely going to get up.
Yeah, all of them.
Bacchus is pretty much a lock to get up.
Bacchus is a lock.
So that says it's fucked.
No, do you remember the other week when I told you about the text that got sent around about a horse that ended up winning?
Yeah.
That's that horse.
Oh,
Bacchus.
is it?
Yeah.
I don't even remember. Well, there you go. And then I've done the same thing at Warwick Farm.
The text, not the one that we bet
Oh,
on.
no, sorry. Oh, no, that's the wrong horse. Sorry.
Jesus Christ.
It's called Barocca, sorry. Not Bacchus.
Yeah. So no.
It's a good old Marcus, horse racing expert as he is, and that's on top of the game.
I mean, he knows which races are even running.
Yeah. It's making up horses. Wednesday at Warwick Farm. Do you know how much this one was paying, James?
Uh,
Was it 4 million or less?
400K, I think.
Only-
470K.
So just the measly 470K. This one gets up. We've got number 3, Yangtze Rapids. Number 2, Six Gun. Number 2, Goldfinch. Number 4, Aerosol Sprint. Number 3, Mayaki. Number 6, Neron. And number 12, Crosscheck. So by then we'll have won a couple of mil, but still not going to stop us from placing some $1 singles. So we've got a $1 single on OB to beat Bromby 1-0. We've got $1 on the Prescott Cables to beat Winton Albion.
You got to see Winton Albion have a player that looks like he is going on 60, would be a polite way of saying it.
So wouldn't that tell you that the Prescott Cables are a good value bet?
Yeah.
You think I haven't done the form? You think I don't know these things?
He posted an hour ago a photo of a guy, and he, legit looks like he's in his late 50s. He has the body of maybe a fit 50-year-old, but not like a professional athlete of any kind.
Yeah, well, there you go. Prescott Cables. Probably the bet of the week, but I'm only placing a dollar on it because I don't want to send these bookmakers.
But Winton Albion, their player sponsorship's £125.
Wow.
Great affordable way to support the club and promote your business to thousands. I think the S on the end of thousands is overstating it.
It's probably more like hundreds or tens.
Yeah.
Business to tens of people.
Who couldn't care less?
So that was that one. Okay, so then I decided, well, we've got to conserve the $2 million we're going to have. So
I think they're getting more fans in after COVID. Like the restrictions actually help them get a couple more people in.
These people are that bored, they're actually going to go watch a 60-year-old hack up or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Fair enough. We should get in on the sponsorship now before the prices just skyrocket.
In a matter of time.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we should organise that after the pod. But for now, we got a 25-cent single on Leighton Orient to beat Bishop Stortford.
That's a bit professional, don't you think, Leighton Orient?
Yeah, but that's the thing. it's going to win. I think that returns 33 cents or something. So like that's when you can get a guaranteed 33-cent return, like you do it, right?
Probably not.
No? You don't really. So like this is the difference between me and you. I'm a grinder. When I get my 33 cents guaranteed.
No, you know what the difference between me and you is? A stress footy.
Yeah. I'll be able to go buy a stress footy for my 33 cents.
No, you wouldn't. You can't buy them. This is a money can't buy experience.
But they still haven't replied to me, actually, so they don't.
Exactly.
Wankers.
Exactly. This has to be earned. You can't just simply buy it.
I didn't.
And that's what makes it even better.
This is the thing. I earned it. And they're just.
Well, clearly you didn't.
Yeah.
Clearly you didn't. They know.
Unbelievable, Bluebet. Get your shit together.
No, well done, Bluebet. You did the right thing.
You're wrong. You're wrong. I will no longer wear your hat. Next single, 25 cents on Dorking Wanderers to beat Leatherhead FC. I think that's pretty self-explanatory why that's obviously a value bet.
Yeah, but some of the audience won't know, so why don't you tell us?
Well, because the Dorking Wanderers are better than Leatherhead at soccer, in a nutshell.
Yeah.
That's basically it.
Why?
Why? Okay, well, their left winger is a Japanese import. Survived World War II. Probably older than a Colombian bloke.
You fought?
Yeah, I reckon he might have fought actually. But hey, he's a good left winger. He knows how to hide. And look, Leatherhead. I mean, you can't be good at something about a Leatherhead, right? That's a bit ridiculous. They're insulting their own players by naming the club that.
Yeah.
Of actually winning a game. Like, I mean, come on, get the fuck out of here. That's ridiculous. So like that's just again, this is the thing about these spots though. Like you want me to bet more than 25 cents, but if like we come in, right, and we bet these games and we just crush, right? We bet hundreds of dollars and we take all of the equity out of the markets, they're gonna ban us.
Yeah.
So that's sort of how it works.
But then you might have a stress footy.
Then I might have a stress footy. Yeah, but they're not gonna give us a stress footy. They're
Well, they'll give me one.
I'll give
That's
you,
not here.
yeah, maybe so.
Winners will get it.
The next one is the 10 cents on Sutton Coldfield to beat Bronze Grove Sporting.
I just want to point out that Sutton Coldfield is so good that they have a link to YouTube on their website, and you know how normally you would have link to your account, they just link to YouTube. Because why not?
Go to YouTube and Google it, and someone might have put up a video. That's amazing. That's actually really good. Next bet is 10 cents on the draw between Velier.
I reckon we should be sponsoring the coach of Sutton Coldfield.
I think we
Neil
should
Tooth.
the whole team. We need to actually sponsor.
We actually should get a dentist to sponsor him because his last name is Tooth.
His last name is what?
Tooth.
Tooth.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it'd be perfect if he was sponsored by a local dentist.
So all of the marketing you could do with that, that's
I can't believe they haven't thought of it.
Absolute bargain. If you're a dentist out there and you're looking for some sponsorship, get Mr.
In Sutton Coldfield area, wherever the fuck that is.
That story is going to spread worldwide, and it's only going to cost you £75. Like, we should honestly buy it and then sell rights to someone else. Sell the rights to a dentist. Like, this is capitalism in action, right?
We are the sponsorship of their
dentist comes around. We sell it for 100 times the amount, and we just made 100x our money because we a podcast discussing Sutton Coldfield's strategy.
We are the sponsorship of their manager.
Yeah, but I think we should, well, because we're not a dentist, we should on-sell it to a dentist.
Yeah, but that's why we arb it.
That's why we arb it.
Yeah. arbitrage.
Interesting strategy. Marcus is back. He hasn't heard our master plan to go.
Don't tell him. He's not in on it. He doesn't get the profit.
Bad luck, Marcus. It's just James and I making all of the money. We've got some amazing strategies going on, but you're not here, so it's stiff shit. Let's just move on with my bets then. My next bet is a 10-cent single on Fenerbahce to beat Antalyaspor. Couple of Turkish.
I'm watching Sutton Coldfield highlights. They literally had someone running into open goal, and he fucked it up.
Well, that's okay. You got to give the players multiple chances before they're going to score. It's all right. Maybe Bromsgrove Sporting will score an own goal. Maybe that will be the route to victory for Sutton.
Probably a good chance.
Then I've gone to the darts, and I got a 10-cent single on Michael Smith to beat Glenn Durant. Michael Smith, obviously the more experienced darts player. Glenn Durant has done amazingly well to get to the position he has in the tournament. But in this pressure situation, Michael Smith is clearly the value bet. And then on the last two darts bets, we've reduced the stake, just 5-cent bets. I've got Gary Anderson to beat Daryl Gurney. Gary Anderson, superstar, future Hall of Famer. Daryl Gurney, fat idiot. And then 5-cent single on Michael Van Gerwen, the best player in the world right now, to beat Peter Wright. Price was ridiculous for the best player in the world. Probably should be betting more than 5 cents on it, but I didn't have much money left, so I couldn't. Some of you with the bigger bankrolls should have unloaded on Mr. Van Gerwen this week. Easy money. And yeah, we got the Hail Mary later on, but for now, that's it. Bunch of winning bets right there. Get on.
All right. Well, what did I even bet on? So I took Hawthorn minus 14.5, West Coast, Richmond, Melbourne, GWS. So that's paying $6. I then took Penrith minus 24.5 against the Brisbane Broncos, which is, I probably could have taken minus 30 or 40, but oh well. Then I've taken Melbourne Storm to win, and then I've taken Sydney Roosters minus 6, and that's paying $5.98. I've then taken a goal scorer multi, so Jack Gunston for Hawthorn to score a goal, Jack Darling for West Coast, Jake Stringer to score a goal for Essendon, then Jack Riewoldt to score a goal, Tom J. Lynch to score 2 goals, and then finally the leg that Marcus copied, Jeremy Cameron to kick 2 goals. And that's paying $5.63. I guess we just go into the Hail Mary now. I'll just go because I'm already got it loaded. So mine is basically a combination of all of those. So I've taken Hawthorn minus 14.5, West Coast minus 17.5, taken Richmond to win, Tom J. Lynch 2 or more goals, Melbourne to win. I've taken Melbourne Demons to beat the GWS Giants. Wait, sorry, hang on. Melbourne Demons to beat Sydney. I've then taken GWS minus 10.5 and Jeremy Cameron to score 2 goals. I've taken Penrith Panthers minus 22.5. I've taken Cronulla to beat Newcastle Knights. I've taken Collingwood to beat Brisbane. I've taken Melbourne Storm minus 5.5. I've taken Sydney Roosters minus 6 and Parramatta Eels to beat New Zealand Warriors. And that pays just 1.2K. Nice conservative approach.
More accurately, it pays $0.
Right,
Well, we'll see.
So my Hail Mary is...
You know, winning $0 is more comfortable when you got a stress footy. Just putting it out there.
Right, I have taken Richmond to beat Fremantle, GWS to beat Carlton, Brisbane...
You know what you haven't taken?
To beat Collingwood.
A mark with a stress footy.
That I definitely haven't taken. So that's my AFL. Then we'll head to the NBA. I've taken Boston to beat Toronto and Utah to beat Denver. We're off to the Caribbean for some Caribbean Premier League. I've taken Jamaica to beat Trinbago, and I've taken Barbados to beat Guyana. I've taken in, as we're recording this, in tonight's stage 3 of the Tour de France.
Which has already started and already pretty much happened.
It's only just started. Still good 4 or 5 hours to go. Caleb Ewing to win.
Yeah, the guy's probably broken his leg already and already out of it.
Yeah, thank you. That's definitely a chance. I've followed Andrew's lead a bit and gone to the darts.
AKA copied his
Yeah.
bets.
I was going to say, copied my genius bets, but that's all right.
I've taken Gary Anderson to beat Daryl Gurney. No explanation needed.
You know what? If you're going to copy people's bets, you should stick with people that have a stress footy.
And I've taken Michael Van Gerwen to beat Peter Wright. Andrew's already previously explained that. So
does he have a stress footy? No, sir.
I've headed back to some Danish women's handball like I did last week, and I've taken Copenhagen to beat Skanderborg, and I've taken Viborg to beat Nykøbing. We're off to the NRL.
Solid pronunciation there.
Yep. We're back to the NRL. I've taken Penrith to beat Brisbane this weekend, and Melbourne to beat South Sydney, Parramatta to beat the New Zealand Warriors. Heading over to the UK, some rugby over there. I've taken Bath to beat the Wasps. And then finally, I've headed to the US Open for the start of the tennis in New York this week. Like Andrew, I've taken Angelique Kerber to beat Tomljanovic.
Again, yet another copying of other people's bets, but
and
good bets.
And I think Jack Sock will beat Pablo Cuevas.
Yeah, that's
will get it done.
That's actually a really interesting match because, like, Pablo Cuevas is absolutely done. Like, he is done. But Jack Sock has gone from 8 in the world to like 600 in the world, and he's just lost his mind as well. So it's like,
yeah, I just think him playing at the US Open enough alone will
be really
enough for him to get over the line. So
they might, because he's a US player. It's really interesting.
Yeah. Plus, Cuevas is pretty much a clay quarter as well, more often than not. So
he's absolutely done. He's like barely going to win another tennis match, honestly.
So so that's my Hail Mary. I think 17 legs paying, I don't know, how much was it? 7,000 or something. So
no, I think it was like 60,000 or something ridiculous.
I mean, it all kind of hinges on Caleb Ewing winning tonight's leg of the Tour de France. So it's a flat stage.
Not even close to it all hinges on that.
So,
like, that's not even remotely going to be the only factor.
Well, there are only 16 other legs to go with, so but we'll see what happens. So
yeah, it all hinges on the one leg.
as long as all of the other 16 leg wins.
So, hey, at least
it pays 67K.
Okay, at least they won't be dead before the finishing of the recording like Andrew's last week. So
mine changed from 57K to 67K in the time that I sent it to you.
Yeah. Oh no, yours I boosted.
Okay.
I think you should have got like 57, but because it was boosted, it got to 67.
All right. So my $1 multi to win $67,000 is a 15-leg multi. So I've started off with MLS in the US of A. I have FC Cincinnati to beat the Chicago Fire. I have the Houston Dynamo to beat Minnesota United. I have New York City FC to beat New England. I have Orlando City to beat Nashville. And I have the Seattle Sounders to beat Real Salt Lake. And then, to copy last week's utter brilliance, Danish women's handball, first half total goals, we were over 26.5 in the Skanderborg Copenhagen game. And then also over 26.5 first half total goals between Nykøbing and Viborg. Just like last week, these are value bets. Overs, first half women's handball. 2 from 2 last week. After this week, it's going to be 4 from 4. And then after this, I am excited for the return of the KHL. Biggest hockey league in Europe, of course. So the first game I've gone CSKA Moscow, champions, of course, to beat Bars Kazan. Only paying $1.40, but CSKA Moscow, best team in the KHL right now, should get it done. Then I've got Tractor Chelyabinsk against Automobilist Yekaterinburg, $1.83. Then I have Lokomotiv Yaroslav, minus 1.5 goals against Spartak Moscow. All of the good players in Moscow, of course, at CSKA Moscow, not Spartak Moscow. So this is a very good value bet, if I may say so myself. Also got over 4.5 goals between Servistei Sherapavita and Amur Khabarovsk at $1.89. Then I have also over 4.5 goals between Torpedo Nizhny Novgorod against Salaret Yalev Utah. This writing so small I can't even read it.
What do you think I went through? Like, fucking hell, it's impossible.
Yeah, but so it's like in order. So I would have thought you'd be able to like at least work out which one it is.
Yeah, well, if I got it wrong, too bad. But yeah.
Nah, you can't have. I trust your ability to read. I have faith in you. The next game is
How many Chinese players do you think are in the KHL?
Minimal, probably 0.
It's actually 2.
Oh, there is?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know them. The next leg is an interesting one, okay? So I have taken the unders, under 5.5, between Dynamo Minsk and my team, the Jesters, Jokery Helsinki. The Jesters have used to be one of the best teams, if not the best team in the KHL, and they seem to be, I'm not going to say dropping off a cliff, but they're not the powerhouse they used to be. And I'm just not that confident in their ability to put a bunch of goals past Dynamo Minsk, and that's why I've taken the unders, under 5.5 in this game. Nice KHL value bet there. Then we've gone over 4.5 goals between Avangard Omak against Sibia Novels Barak. And then last game, over 4.5 goals between Dynamo Riga and HC Baris. So that's my 15 legs, paying 57,000, but with the boost, 67,000. So that's about 2,600,000. No, 2,060,000. The numbers are so big, I don't know how much I'm going to be contributing to the podcast.
How would 4.4 million get you to 2 point something?
All I can say is you're welcome for the millions of dollars we're going to share in this week.
Given you can only max out at $1 million, I don't see how it would be millions of dollars.
You can max out, what, $1 million in a week or $1 million in a bet?
In a bet.
Okay, so I got multiple bets that are going to win millions of dollars.
No, only one of them can win 1 million.
And when the other one's only paying 400K, so that's 1 point.
Yeah, exactly. So that does not equal 2, and therefore there is not multiple of millions.
I'm going to have to sell them then. They don't pay us our $4 million.
Imagine it got down to suing them for the 4 million.
I'm sorry that I'm only contributing $1 million to the pod, lads. My mistake.
Well, you can make up for it by just giving us your share.
Yeah, winning us 7 big. So,
Yeah, Marcus and I can split in the winnings, and you can donate it to us as a apology.
Yep.
I think it's only fair.
I just
agree.
think that's really fair. Given I'm
Agreed.
the millions for the pod.
Yeah, but I mean, how many stress wins have you won?
The KHL form knows what's going to happen.
I would love if that did get up. You win $1 million and still a new ship and not having a stress win.
They're going to send it to me me. They're going to reply to my DM, the wankers.
If they do, I'm investing 10 grand to send to them to not give you stress footy.
Yeah. I'm confident that it's coming.
Out of my 333,000, I'm happy to donate 10 to just ensure you don't get a stress footy.
Okay. That's the way it is. I win.
Hopefully the good people at Bluebet can be bribed.
Interesting. Okay. Fine.
All right. Do we have anything else?
No.
I don't think so.
No, that's it. Good luck.
We just have $1
everyone
million
this
to
week.
share, so and a stress footy
Exactly. Yep.
for me.
Sounds good. Right, I'll leave you two to play with your balls and enjoy the rest of your week.
Well, just because you don't have any to play with.
No balls in there.
I've got plenty of balls to play with. Don't you worry about that. So.
Yeah, because you're in a little bit of CBT, but no stress footies.
We'll leave the stress footies out of it.
Just stress CBT, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Enjoy the rest of your night, boys. Until next time.
Until next time, win $1 million.
Yes, win $1 million.
Mill next week, I reckon. Why not?
Yeah, agreed.
Until then, bye.